There are just some people that do their job so perfectly that it almost makes work look like art. Shotcrete is a method of applying concrete by projecting it at a high velocity onto a surface, and it's more efficient and consistent. In some restaurants, there's a rotating tray to help in distributing food, but it makes it really hard for a worker to replace the tablecloth since it's heavy. But this ingenious worker found a workaround. There are few things as satisfying as watching a window get professionally cleaned. In order for supply chains to not be interrupted, workers are required to work fast, like this pencil factory worker which can package pencils incredibly fast. When it comes to steel, it's not an easy object to bend. That's why in steel factories it has to be heated up and then bent by this huge machine. This driver is so skilled that he managed to spread gravel from the truck in reverse.
Oh boy, easy.
Even though this might be deceiving, it's not wood carving but how ceramics are handled in Japan. Sometimes, something such as an iron burnt can cost someone's security deposit back. That's when carpet repair services come into play, that can make cutouts and replace the piece of the carpet missing, with a cool glide that seams it perfectly. Tile grout is not only essential for aesthetic purposes, but it actually also protects both the tiles and the surfaces underneath, since it prevents moisture from seeping into the substrate, and it's also incredibly satisfying to apply. This highly skilled worker can make a shower sponge in just 12 seconds. Traditional drums require a lot of handwork, since there aren't any industrial machines that can replace the human work. This worker has a lifetime of experience at making drum finishes, and it's incredible to watch. This man packages sponges at a speed of 4 packs a second, thanks to the help of a conveyor belt and skills. A skim coat is a thin layer of drywall that gives walls a glass smooth finish. And the great thing about it is it can give an outdated wall texture a new canvas, without having to tear out all the existing walls. This is the ship hull being pressure washed clean, and the SI of the tool is of around 2000. Despite painting walls is the most popular DIY project to do at home, when a professional does it there's really a quality difference, and they can do it quicker, since they know the pressure and speed needed from experience. Pool liners are a good way to save money on ceramic tile, and last an average of 7 years, as long as it's not punctured, and it's mesmerizing to watch the workers lining them up. Electric shear wrenches are mainly used in steel structure installation to tighten TC bolts, and it can significantly improve construction efficiency. Often called a screen smoother, with this tool after the concrete is dried a little, it makes it easier to leave the surface unwrinkled. The best way to describe the Chinese food jianbing is sort of a crepe, which is traditionally sold on the streets, and it's the most popular quick street breakfast in China. With ceramic tiles being hygienic, difficult to stain, and easy to take care of, they've become very popular, and it's very satisfying to see these workers in coordination placing them together. This is how a narrow roundabout road is painted. Since ladders can be dangerous, especially if you're working alone, to trim tall walls, landscape workers opt for long, extendable arms. This is part of the process of making coils for electric machines. This man did an incredible job at plastering and rendering the wall, and even did a mesh to provide strength to the rendering so it doesn't crack. This machine sprays Dacer fluid to clean off the frost of planes, and also puts an oily barrier on the wing to prevent ice buildup. A man decided to show how skilled he is at operating the excavator that switched a lighter on. By adding hot tar in roads or sidewalks, it reduces dust and maintenance on road, and it's also very satisfying. Even though the process of assembling slippers by hand doesn't look that complicated, workers need to have an immense amount of accuracy and repeat the process oftentimes 8 hours a day. Even though it's not necessary, applying a coat of grout is almost essential to insulate from water and make the finishes look better. It's common for brick buildings or houses to last at least 100 years or more, so it's very commonly used around the world, and for some reason seeing the bricks adhere with the mortar is very satisfying to watch. Especially in places where it's hot, even if you aren't interested in using or selling a llama's fleece, for their own health it's still important to have them sheared, since it can get really hot and adds a lot of weight, which restricts movement. Even though it's generally just used in the kitchen, corn stripping tools are extremely efficient. Most people go for sharp edges for lawn care, and that's when edgers come in handy. Even though he definitely should have been wearing a harness, he still managed to get the job done. In places with heavy snow, snow blowers are a worthwhile investment, since it saves an incredible amount of manual labor time. For roads to be safe and trees to not scratch cars, they have to be trimmed occasionally.